Welcome back to another innovative hobby supply video. I'm AJ, your instructor, and today we're going to be assembling the 164 Raceway Suites Building Kit. The 164 Raceway Suites Kit is a perfect addition to any model diorama, slot car track, or train layout. The model's big windows and illusion rooms make the building unique and very realistic. It comes with 6 sheets total, 1 piece of window plastic, landscape moss, white string, and 3 model people. One of the most important skills to know before assembling your innovative hobby supply model is scoring. It involves a straight edge and a hobby knife to break the surface tension so that the flex stock is able to bend clean. As you can see, I made a practice piece to show you how it's done. Simply line up the ruler along the line and gently press down the hobby knife on the flex stock. Once done, fold. This technique allows you to make a flat, ordinary piece of flex stock into something more intricate and 3D. Today we'll be using the standard equipment for this model: a ruler, scissors, watercolor markers, a hobby knife, hot glue gun, and some scotch tape. So let's jump right into it. The very first step is to carefully cut around the art that's included in the kit with a good pair of scissors. I recommend gathering the smaller items into groups after cutting each page so it's less likely to lose anything that's important. And for the base, cut the white outer edges off. Here's what it looks like after cutting all the items out. With the scale building kits, there's usually no correct place to begin. In this case, we'll start by prepping the smaller items like these optional race flags. Start by gathering both front and back sides of the flags. Place in pairs so it's easy when gluing. Grab one and face the white side towards you. Place a small amount of glue onto the white back side. After, place the other side flag on top evenly. Repeat this step for all the flags. Next, grab a black watercolor marker and carefully touch up the white sides of the flags with light strokes. Once done, I recommend slightly bending or curving the flags a little to the left or right for more realism. Now let's move on to the next step. Grab all the roof supporters that's in the kit and place them in matching pairs so they fit onto the backs of each other. Then grab one with your finger and place a small amount of hot glue behind it. Place the other side of the roof supporter evenly on top. Repeat this step with all the roof supporters. Once done, touch up the white outer edges with a blue watercolor marker. This is what it should look like after done prepping. Put aside for later. Now let's assemble the race flag banner. First, collect all the race flags and score the white lines with a hobby knife and a ruler. After, fold the sides down together. Continue to score the other flags. This is what it should look like after they're all scored and folded. Next, grab a corresponding watercolor marker and touch up the white scored seams. Make sure to touch up every race flag. Grab the front wall and collect the white string that's included in the kit. And measure how long you want the banner to be. Once you pick the desired length, use a marker to mark where you want to cut the string. Lay the string flat on the table and decide the flag's placement. Once decided, open a flag, place a small amount of hot glue in the middle, place a string in between the very top of the flag. Then press the flag sides downwards together to secure. And glue the other flags onto the string, but make sure to leave some space in between them. Once all the race flags are secured on the string, cut the rest of the string off with a pair of scissors. Then throw away the rest of the string and the race flags you didn't use. Moving forward, let's assemble the 2 stairs. Grab a watercolor marker and touch up all the white edges on the stair parts. You can either use a gray or black watercolor marker. Once everything is touched up, grab the stairs base and place hot glue along one side. Grab the stair side and place it against the base and glue. Hold upwards until dry, and glue the other side. This is what it should look like after assembling the stair sides to the base. Repeat the same steps to the other stairs. Then grab the light gray square with the black lines. Use a pair of good scissors to cut each individual stair off. After, grab an individual stair, place a small amount of hot glue on both ends on a step, and place the stair on top evenly. Place the stair on each step until you reach the bottom. Repeat this step to the other set of stairs. This is what it should look like after both stairs are assembled. Next, grab the front sign and the back side, flip over one side making sure the sign words are in the correct position. Then place glue on the white side. Place the other sign evenly on top. Now we have a front sign. Put aside for later. Grab the back wall and place a small amount of hot glue onto the Raceway Suites concession area sign. Grab the optional 2D add-on sign and touch up the white edges. Then, add a small amount of hot glue behind the 2D add-on sign and place onto the original art. This small detail adds a lot of realism to the kit. Put aside for later. Next, grab the left and right side walls. Score the 2 glue tabs on both sides with a hobby knife and a ruler. After scoring, gently fold down on the glue tabs. Grab a corresponding watercolor marker and touch up the scored seams. And while you're at it, touch up the white outer edges with a brown watercolor marker. Repeat these same steps to the other side wall. Score, fold, and touch up with a watercolor marker. Now that both side walls are ready and prepped, let's add the optional 2D sign on the left wall. Put some hot glue onto the original sign, then grab the 2D add-on sign and touch up the white outer edges. After doing that, place a small amount of hot glue behind that sign and put on top of the original sign. There you go. Now let's grab the front wall and the bottom add-on front wall. Touch up the white outer edges with the brown watercolor marker. Moving forward, let's assemble the front wall's windows. Line a pair of scissors from the bottom of the wall to the inside part of the window, then cut the other side. Stop cutting when you're about to hit the top of the frame. Moving forward, grab a hobby knife and a ruler and cut the top inside part of the windows. After you're done cutting, the middle part of the front wall should come off easily. Grab a watercolor marker and carefully touch up the white inside edges. Flip the front wall so the white side is facing you and grab the window plastic. Carefully take the white wrapper off on both sides of the plastic until it's see-through. Evenly place the window plastic on top of the white side of the front wall. It's okay if there's some open space at the bottom. Use either Scotch tape or hot glue to secure the glass onto the back of the wall. Make sure you can't see the tape or glue from the front side. Then flip over the front wall so the front side is facing you. Grab the bottom add-on wall and line up both ends of the walls together. Glue one side at a time to avoid any unevenness. Once one side is dry completely, glue the other side and press down. This is what it should look like after installing the window. Now grab the 4 window frames. You will only use 3, but if you need another one, you have the 4th one. On the front wall, where the top window frame is, there are 3 bolts. These will help guide you on where to place the add-on window frames evenly. Line up the 3 window frames before gluing to understand where they go. Then tuck the bottom of the window frames underneath from the bottom add-on wall and line up evenly. Once straight, use a very small amount of hot glue to secure the frame onto the glass. Repeat these steps for all the frames. Now we have 4 big glass windows. Grab a set of fence and flip one over, place glue along the white side of the fence, then place the other fence on top of it evenly. Repeat the step for the other set of fence. Place glue onto the white side of the fence, then place the other one on top evenly. Press down, and voila! Put aside for later. Then grab the smaller fence and flip one over, grab the matching side and put it on top evenly. Repeat this step for all the other fences. The fences with the white line, score with a hobby knife and a ruler. After scoring, fold the smaller tab inwards. Repeat the same steps for the other fence. Put aside for later. This is what the smaller fence should look like after they're all done. On to the next step, grab the roof and the front underneath part of the roof. Touch up the white outer edges. Then flip over the roof so the white side is facing you. Place the front underneath part of the roof on top of the back side of the main roof. Align the underneath part towards the end of the roof evenly, like shown in the video. Once aligned, place glue where the underneath part goes and place it on top, pressing down. After the roof is assembled, touch up any white areas with the corresponding watercolor marker. Put the roof aside for later. Now grab the 4 illusion rooms. Score the white lines that my finger is tracing with a hobby knife and a ruler. When scoring the illusion rooms, score with a lighter pressure. After scoring, fold the tabs 90 degrees inwards. Do this to all 4 illusion rooms. Once they're all scored and folded, we want to connect them. First, we're going to connect 2 at a time, and then connect the 2 sets together. Line the tabs together like this, shown in the video. Once you understand where to line them up, place glue on one end and place together evenly. You can also use a white glue stick instead of hot glue when connecting the tabs together. Once you have 2 pairs, connect the 2 pairs together. Use either white glue or hot glue to connect them. Line up evenly and press down. This is what it should look like after all connected. Put aside for later. Grab the stairway add-on sidewalk and touch up the white outer edges with a gray watercolor marker. After touching up, put aside for later. Then moving forward, grab the 4 awnings and score the white lines where my finger is tracing with a hobby knife and a ruler. After scoring, gently fold the gray tab downwards. You can also use a flat surface to fold the gray tab. After folding, use a corresponding blue watercolor marker and touch up the scored seam. I'm only coloring where the blue stripes are. Repeat the same steps for the 2 smaller awnings. Score the white lines, fold downwards, then touch up with a watercolor marker. Make sure to touch up the sides and the bottom, then put aside for later. Now it's time to secure the walls onto the base. This is the front side, this is the back side. Grab the front wall and place it directly onto the front side of the base where the white line is. Then place a small amount of hot glue behind the front wall. Hold upwards until dry. Next, let's secure the left wall onto the front wall. Use the glue tab to secure it together. Place a small amount of hot glue onto the glue tab. Line up evenly. Then place a small amount of hot glue behind the wall and line up with the white line on the base. Repeat the same steps to secure the right wall onto the front wall. Wow, the building's already coming together with the side walls and the front wall. Now let's secure the stairway out on sidewalk onto the left side of the kit. Add a small amount of hot glue along the flat side of the stairway out on sidewalk. Lift the base up carefully and line up the sidewalks together. Press down evenly. Grab the two stairs that we assembled earlier and then place a small amount of hot glue below it. Line up with the doors and press down to the base. This is what it should look like after the two sets of stairs are placed on the base. Now it's time to secure the illusion rooms behind the windows for each window section. We want to create 4 separate rooms. To do this, we need to line up the sides of the illusion rooms with the window frames. This will help us hide the tabs when gluing. I recommend gluing one section at a time. Place hot glue along one side, just like this, very little amount, then line it up with the window frame from behind. Repeat this step for all the sides until you create 4 rooms total. Flip over the front wall so you can see the very realistic final results. Now let's glue the back wall. Glue one side at a time, hold until dry, then place glue on the other side and place evenly. After, place some hot glue behind the wall and line up with the white line. Grab the roof, make sure the underneath part is facing the front side and use hot glue to secure. Now let's glue on some moss onto the front side of the base. Use a little bit of hot glue onto the original art and then place some landscape moss that's included in the kit. Repeat this step for all the bushes. Now the fun part. Grab the flag banner that we made earlier and place it anywhere you would like, but I recommend gluing it in front of the windows. Place a small amount of glue behind one end of the flag, place it onto the wall, and then do the same thing to the other end. And there you go, we have a race flag banner. Doesn't that look so nice? Now grab the roof supporters we assembled earlier, make sure the flat side is against the wall and the angled part on the top is against the bottom of the roof. Use a small amount of hot glue to secure. I'm lining up the roof supporters with the window frames. You can do it however you like, but that's what I did. After securing the roof supporters, now let's place the awnings above the doors. And voila! Then for the bigger awnings, glue them right here, right above the concession windows. Here's an up-close view of the awnings. After securing to the wall, push down slightly with your finger. Then grab the front sign, the Raceway Suites, and place it anywhere you like, but I recommend placing it on top of the roof towards the front. The last step is to assemble the optional porta potties. Score the white lines with a hobby knife and a ruler. After scoring, fold them all together into a cuboid. Then use a small gray tab right here to secure the sides together. Then secure the top and bottom tabs onto the rest of the cuboid. Lastly, use a blue watercolor marker to touch up the scored seams. You can place the porta potty anywhere you'd like, but I placed it in the back side of the kit. Grab one of the long fence and place it along the sidewalk on the front. Once you do that, place glue along the bottom of it and press it down, holding it upwards until completely dried on the base. Grab the right fence and glue it against the building kit and the long fence. Then for the other side, grab the fence that has the gate and glue it against the wall. Repeat the same exact steps for the back side. Then glue the fence with the gate on the left side. For this step, grab the race flags, place anywhere you'd like. I put them right next to the Raceway Suites concession area sign, and we are done. The Raceway Suites model is a level 3 skill kit and will take approximately 2 hours to complete. Once this model is assembled, it's plenty rugged and will give any hobbyist many years of enjoyment for displaying on your racetrack or train layout. You can get this model and many others on innovativehobbysupply.com. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and comment down below. And if you have further questions about the building we just assembled, make sure you check out our website at innovativehobbysupply.com.